Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? This is good old Reverend Ordo, and this is the Anonymous Republican Network presents GreyJedi TV. Tonight is going to be a 2-hour roundtable recap. Last night we had a 4-hour that really pushed it up another notch, like really up another notch, man.
It did.
And on Rumble, it gained over 47 views total.
Considering we're just starting out on Rumble, that is huge.
Yeah. And now, tonight's recap, we're also going to cover a few things, too, that we're going to do. Next week on next week's broadcast, we're going to mention and talk about the controversy and scandals of Roblox and Club Penguin. And it become that both these sites have become grooming stations for pedos, man, And so,
yes.
Last night broadcast was really, I mean, we covered more than we did last year, and I'm saying this.
She opened Pandora's box, if I may boldly say. And again, I'm the Tin Man, Chris Sheldon, with the Worldwide Resistance Network. I do Tin Man TV and the Roundtable with Revan. And last night we hosted on a special episode of the Roundtable on TWBRN. We've only been on Rumble a few weeks, and all of a sudden we're just killing it there. And this topic, in and of itself, every time we cover this topic, it's huge. So there's obviously a lot to this. It's not bullshit. To get the kind of views that we're getting, having just come out of retirement and rebuilding the networks, and these videos are pretty much going viral, there's something to this.
Yeah. And I've known my dear friend for about close to 5 years, and this program really almost twice destroyed a friendship. And you guys know me. I would never let a friendship die.
No,
I will fight tooth and nail to keep the friendships alive, And from what she's gone through, and she's a tough chick, man. A tough chick, man. And I'll give her that, man. She's a tough chick, dude. And so anybody that's going through this, you're not alone. You are not alone. Because there's more people out there that's going through this.
Absolutely. And like I was saying before, just the sheer spike in views that we get for these videos alone clearly illustrates that point, and that there are people out there that resonate with this topic and are likely going through the same thing.
It's really hard, it's almost equivalent to people suffering MK Ultra back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
and even worse,
it's just next generation MK Ultra. They're not just picking you up and black bagging you and taking you to a facility, or even cult brainwashing. It's just right out there in the open now.
It is.
They're honing their craft.
I would agree. It's something that I wouldn't want to go through, but it happens. I mean, people go through all kinds of shit. Scientology got raided this past week.
Really?
In Clearwater and LA.
And
Scientology is known for stalking. They hire PIs and they hire this fake group called the Squirrel Busters and shit. And it's like, it's the same playbook that, FBI does it. So does CIA. They all do it. MI6, MI5, Mossad, Zivak, the intelligence of Iran, FSB in Russia. They
most
all
of the intelligence agencies around the planet do it.
Yeah.
In fact, that seems to be their cup of tea.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those things when you hear about someone becoming a Manchurian candidate, being put through this brainwashing, and a lot of this are from people who are being brainwashed to do this and being blackmailed to do it. Even you have TI survivors that are being blackmailed to do this, to target other people, harass, target, threaten, and you name it. It's a whole entire Manchurian candidate bullshit, man. But it happens. It's there.
Yeah.
So the recap. I mean, it is just an absolute. I mean, we need to push this more to actually further open up Pandora's box and actually turn the knob. So far, the knob is busted off, man. So far.
Yeah, I was going to say, just forget turning the knob to break the damn knob off.
Yeah.
Evidently, there is a lot of people who are being targeted by this. They do need communities where they can come together and feel safe. Communities that aren't infiltrated, that if they become infiltrated, the infiltrators can be ousted relatively quickly. And it means, even if you don't have a centralized organization, if you can give people the tools necessary to overcome what they're facing, how to appropriately respond in any given situation, maybe stress reducing exercises, and psychology practices to help reduce stress, because that's what what this is primarily, is killing you with stress. I know a lot of people don't really look at it as that big of a health issue, but it actually is. If you really look at it, stress puts stress on your heart, other organs, can cause all kinds of problems. It's not just in here, but it impacts areas of your body that you wouldn't even think of. And the next thing you know, you're having all these horrible complications, and you're like, why? It's because of the stress.
Exactly. I mean, also meditation.
Yeah.
Huge.
Meditation is a huge biblical practice. A lot of people in Christianity don't really acknowledge that, but it is something that is practiced in the Old and New Testament. It tells you to pray and to meditate, which is to ponder your thoughts. And I'm not sure how deep the scriptures go into that, because you've got the King James Version in contrast to other versions of the Bible that predate the King James Version and even predate the Council of Nicaea. So I couldn't tell you definitively what the original text says because I haven't gotten that far. 88 books is a lot to cover. Hell, the standard KJV is a lot to cover. But having just gotten the Ethiopian Bible, that's a lot of ground to cover. And, you look at things like the Dead Sea Scrolls and all the other books that have been added to the Apocrypha over the years, there's a lot to be learned as far as what was prospectively the original Judeo-Christian theologies and practices. But meditation and, just thinking about it, even just stopping to think, like if you have an intrusive thought, you just stop and think. You observe that thought and go, why am I thinking that thought? I was doing this, and this is something completely different. Why did this pop into my head while I was doing this? I'm at work, but then I think about something completely different and off the wall. Why is that thought in my head? And it's not necessarily a bad thought. Just be mindful and aware of your thoughts.
You have even the Buddhists and Hindus meditate often, and they meditate to enlightenment. And
well, I highly doubt any of us have decades to sit there and meditate in a cave. So I don't exactly have 7 years to just sit and meditate in a cave. But
I don't think the idea of like just a good maybe half an hour, just to sit there and just get that Zen aloof, thing going on,
Yeah,
the whole ambiguity.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I would also say things like regular exercise, going to the gym, or just going for a morning run. Or even if you're a recluse, dealing with stuff like this, get an indoor treadmill and just run, expel that energy. It's a great stress reliever. Sit up,
run, walk, do cardio.
Chair exercises you can do, especially if you're up there in age. Hey, there's a lot of things that you could do that don't necessarily require you to go out.
Yeah, they got this chair Tai Chi now. Where men my age and older are in the chair doing Tai Chi.
That's not Tai Chi. I will tell you this right now, having taken Tai Chi.
Yeah.
What they are advertising is just chair exercises. That's all that is. It has nothing to do with Tai Chi. Tai Chi is the manipulation of the energy around you. Reiki or Ri-Chi is manipulating the energy within you, or manipulating somebody else's energy.
Like the Force.
Kind of, yes. That's why the theology of the Jedi was actually incorporated as an actual religion. Jedi is recognized as an actual religion. That's why you can get away with calling this the GreyJedi, because it's actually recognized in most parts of the world as an actual religion and a theology and practice. And you don't necessarily have to ascribe to any sort of church or like sign a waiver or anything. It's a theology, kind of like Buddhism. You don't need to be a Buddhist monk in the Tibetan mountains to be a Buddhist.
I'm surprised there ain't no Sith religion and shit.
Oh, there probably is. There probably is. I actually know somebody who is ascribed as a Jedi to the actual religion. So that's how I actually know that. A lot of people would think that's weird, but you know what? not any worse than going to the DMV and taking your DMV picture with a colander on your head because you worship a flying spaghetti monster.
I'm gonna take my test at another DMV.
Go out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still within the same San Joaquin Valley, man. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of get out of your element a little bit.
Yeah.
I would suggest, just again, it's one of those things, just got to relax, bro. Having taken the driver's test when I was younger, it's all in the mind. You're just psyching yourself out. And, you're making it harder than it actually is. I passed my driver's test the first time around. But then again, I was driving my friends around for years prior to that because they'd get stupid and get drunk, and Chris got roped into being a designated driver. So I was fairly comfortable behind the wheel. But that's mostly what it is. You got to be comfortable. You got to be relaxed. But I understand. But I know you got this, man. I know you got this.
I was like this close, but until that turn, and look on the shoulder, I didn't do like, oh fuck.
Yeah, just don't overthink it. The problem is you overthink and you psych yourself out and you forget steps. That's where they get you. Just gotta relax, bro. Just gotta relax. Now, getting back to last night, again, as you were saying, we went for over 4 hours, nearly 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, that just blew the hell out of me. Like,
we're planning to go an hour and a half, but it's like time. I mean, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, when Tim and I do a broadcast, time does fly.
It does.
It does. And we could talk for hours and not even realize it, And this is the second time we went over 4 hours. And because last year, holy shit,
Yeah.
About, what was it? Was it 4 hours and 15 minutes? 15 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think even a lot of the shows that we have done, like some of the old roundtables or the weekly reports that Lucid and I did, I don't think they ever even ran that long. And we got a full-blown broadcast going with the weekly report. Intro, outro, commercials, halftime segments with Mr. Giggles. I mean, we had a full show going there, and even that didn't run that long.
Last night it was like 4 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, she really had a lot to say. I have her in the title and the description of the video under the name. What was her name originally?
Gatekeepers are creepy.
No, her original name.
Targeted by narcs.
Targeted by narcs, yes. That's what I had her down as. And last time around, we talked about a lot of stuff. Her history, how she got outed from the TSA and everything that happened there, and then wound up being a victim of gang stalking after the lawsuit. And
huge. It was huge. And
yeah, and even then, she just had so much to talk about last night. Apart from all of that, I mean, just that alone was a lot. And there's just so much more beyond it. And he's just like, wow.
It's huge.
It is.
It's more than what we talked about, man, over the last 15 years, man.
Yeah.
And this is the heaviest thing, man. Really have the heaviest. And I got into learning about it 2.5 years ago. Two and a half years ago, and even I was blown away. And I'm a skeptic at times, but after a while, when you learn so much and understand so much, it's like you're like you walk half in this world as a normie,
Yeah.
and on the other side, it's like just another guy. But walking in this world of holy shit, it's like, man, I'm not even a targeted person, but I'm understanding, I'm learning, all different terminologies and shit like that. It's like fucking mind blown, but yet it's like, how can anybody sit there and just go through this shit? And not just that, there's others who are basically don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And just have this ego of, oh, yeah, I'm the king of the TIs. No, you're not, asshole. You're a religious, narcissistic cocksucker who thinks he's Jim Jones and David Koresh.
You know what? Let's go ahead and put that on blast. Let's put that on blast. Who are these people? Because the general public deserves to know who the fuck this is.
One guy, his name is David A. David A.
That's the name he goes by?
David. His name's David, but his last name is A, whatever it is. I don't know the whole pronunciation. And his girlfriend's name's Holly.
Okay, David and Holly. What is their online tags? Do you know, like their YouTube or wherever they can be found?
He has a channel called David A, just David A on YouTube. And his girlfriend doesn't go on her because she's self-conscious. I mean, I don't blame her. I don't blame her for one bit. I mean, if you're self-conscious about your body and whatnot, hey, if you don't feel comfortable, that's not your fault. If you feel uncomfortable, nothing against you,
Yeah, that no harm, no foul there. But my thing is, he's listening to somebody that is a gang. He is supposed to be opposed to gang stalkers, but he's listening to somebody who is effectively doing gang stalking and demonizing a victim of gang stalking, and not only listening to this person, but being an advocate for that person and going against everything you say you're about by targeting a victim of gang stalking.
Yeah. I mean, if you yourself are a gang stalker, right? A targeted
individual, yes.
And you sit there trying to speak out, wanting to talk to other people, but when you do that, then also when you turn around and badmouth them, you dox them or whatnot. That's not being moral. That's being a hypocrite, And not just that, but you have another person who's homeless, goes live in public, doxes people, for months on end, and not realizing, hey, you claim you're a victim, but yet you're doxing another one because you have this arrogant, ego centric bullshit,
Yeah, and not only are they encouraging this type of behavior and victimizing victims and embracing the people they say they're fighting against and targeting the people they say they're protecting, but they're actually engaging in a criminal act, whether directly or indirectly. Doxing is highly illegal. Okay? You don't, that's a big no-no. So what these people are doing by allowing that and engaging in that and not even putting a stop to that or even posting a retraction after they found out they were wrong.
Yeah.
Goes to show the kind of people they are. They're not Christians. They're not out there to help the targeted community. They're perpetuating the problem. They're contributors to the problem.
And
so that's why I asked you what their info was. Put them on blast. Put them out there.
I mean, the guy is a religious narcissist. He is. Talks like he's a self-righteous, entitled Karen. Thinks the whole world owes him something. Thinks his shit doesn't stink. I'm sorry. Go wipe your ass. I mean,
this guy knows what toilet paper is.
He's all talk, no walk, all bark, no bite. And it's what bugs me is that there are a lot of people in this going through this, have no idea how to. I mean, all they want to do is be left alone. Live their life in peace and hey, leave us alone. We didn't do anything to you. Why are you taking us? Shit. All they want to do is live our lives in peace, man. Let us walk away in peace. But God forbid somebody come with an idea for a support group. What is wrong?
Sorry, asshole.
Sorry,
Mr. A, you don't have a fucking monopoly on it.
I mean, there's nothing to really monopolize on. There's nothing to gain anything at all. What is wrong with having a support group of people who are just dealing with this crap on a daily fucking basis? Like, dude, my dear friend for a year, almost a year and a half, deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And all she wants to do is be left alone and live in peace. And also help others who are also dealing with the same shit. But hey, we can't because you can't do it because I have a monopoly on this shit.
Yeah. Narcissists love churches because it's a mask of morality and superiority, access to power without accountability. You got the chosen leader narrative, easily manipulated audience, instant forgiveness, no consequences, distorting doctrine for control. And that's a key one, distorting doctrine for control. You got it right here. I got it here on my phone. It goes on and on why these people go for the religious condemnation.
Oh, yeah. He has no job.
It's power and no accountability.
Yeah. His girlfriend works. She's the one with the job. What's he doing? He ain't working.
I'll tell you what he's doing.
They're living in her stepdad's house. He ain't working. He ain't got a fucking job. Yeah.
How old are these people?
Guy's in his early 40s, man.
What?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
This guy complains, I got agoraphobia. How about agoraphobia if he's nuts?
Look, I can understand that to a point.
Hey, buddy. I'll be back.
I'll carry it. Yeah, I can understand somebody having agoraphobia or some sort of debilitating disability. But at some point, if you're married, this guy is apparently married. And you can't tell me that they can't go out and get their own place? I'm 42 years old and single. I own my own house. Now, I understand circumstances are different for everybody, but to be living at your mom's house or your stepdad's house or any sort of a relative's house, and while trying to assert yourself as some sort of a authority figure is kind of ridiculous to me. I mean, you want to assert yourself as a leader and some moral example to be followed, yet you're living with your father-in-law or stepfather-in-law. I mean, I understand hard times. I understand everybody's circumstances are different, but that just kind of makes me raise an eyebrow. And again, this is very narcissistic. And I'm going to go ahead and read the full quote while Revan's out and about. I searched up, why do narcissists choose churches? Narcissists are often drawn to churches and religious communities because these environments provide a perfect, ready-made framework for gaining power, admiration, and control while hiding in plain sight. According to experts, religious settings allow narcissists to weaponize faith for their own selfish narcissistic supply, utilizing the following mechanisms. A mask of morality and superiority. Churches provide an automatic reputation of being a good person, which serves as an excellent camouflage for abusive or manipulative behavior. The structure often reinforces a chosen or superior mentality, confirming the narcissist's beliefs that they are better than others. Access to power without accountability. Church settings often require blind trust in leadership. Narcissists, particularly in positions of authority, pastors, elders, leaders, can manipulate this trust, allowing them to control others while avoiding accountability for their own actions. The chosen leader narrative. Narcissists often seek leadership roles where they can present themselves as charismatic, spiritual, and visionaries, gaining the adoration of a fan club. Easily manipulated audience. They often prey on individuals with strong, forgiving, and empathic natures, manipulating them using twisting interpretations of scripture that emphasize submission and obedience. Instant forgiveness, no consequences. Because of the emphasis on grace, narcissists may feel they can misbehave, lie, or mistreat others and subsequently be shielded by the promise of forgiveness without having to genuinely repent or change. Distorting doctrine for control. They may use religious language to justify dominance, such as labeling doubt about their leadership as rebellion or the devil, thereby silencing critics. And based on what we were being told last night, it seems like the individuals we have been talking about really fit this category. And I don't know these people. I don't know the first thing about them. But based on what I am hearing and the evidence that is being presented, because you don't have detailed, I mean, even if you never saw a lick of evidence, the amount of detail that goes into this, you can't make that up.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
My son's here. I need to end the broadcast for now, and we'll pick it up later.
Okay. Just hit me up.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast for now, and we'll pick up later. Okay. Remember, always like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, and happy, and wise. Thank you for Tin Man for being here, and
always a pleasure.
Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless. And don't let the bed bugs put their foot in your ass.
Because I'm Alex Jones.